Now, the world might disagree with me on this, but I believe art to be one of the most important topics we could use or teach or allow our children to explore. And the reason is because we are raising creative, confident leaders. And a child who is familiar with different arts and has gets time every day to be creative in wherever they want to be, learns to problem solve, learns confidence in their own skills, tends to be very creative in the different ways they handle the world. And so to me, art needs as much time as you can give. Okay. And I like to do it. So like I'll have my kids do their technology for like an hour in the morning, but then let's move to art as fast as we can. And obviously that changes according to ages. Now, the younger ones, of course, it's like Play-Doh and watercolor and whatever tickles your fancy, make it fun. It's about just giving them the time to just explore and get messy. It might be mud piles in the backyard, and that's okay. For your 8 to 12 year olds, let me make sure I've got um for 8 and up, when your kids are ready to actually take like a class and learn a skill from someone else. Okay. I use Creative Bug. Now you can go in once again, sign up for Creative Bug all by yourself and get in there if you want, or you can sign up, upgrade with my homeschool village into our resources or our online co-op, and you get Creative Bug included. Here's the beauty of Creative Bug. I used to spend a lot of time and money on teachers for my kids. I needed somebody to teach them to paint. I worked with one mom to teach my kids to sew. I worked with another mom. It was a lot of time. I ran around a lot. I paid a lot of money. And then I found Creative Bug. And now my kids learn online. I know not everything should be online, but this is something that has been really nice for me. So let me share with you Creative Bug. So in here, you've got classes for both adults, by the way, Mom. You can use this too. Yarn, sewing, let me just quilting, needlework, art and design, paper, kids and teens, holiday and party jewelry, food, and home. Now it's like taking Pinterest, but being somebody from Pinterest and you saw something cool, but here you see it cool, and then they show you actually how to do it. And there's classes. And so what you can do in here, there's videos that have daily practice, and these all will have a daily practice video if you want to learn something. There's patterns and printables in here. So if you already know a few skills and you're looking for just some patterns or some fun printables to do, they have that. They have live events, so many cool things. So we're going to go to classes. We're going to go to kids and teens. And in here, look at this. Make a quilt block sweatshirt, make a paper fortune teller, make a bracelet. There's even in here, look, yarn, crochet, and how to knit, paper, jewelry making, holiday and party, gifts, how to draw. There are, let's look at a daily practice or even like weekly practice. So much for them to do in here. Make sure you're using this. Now, little story about this, you guys, and why I find this so important. We actually would make afternoons. This was before we had online co-ops and before my homeschool village had its own co-op where we could attend classes. But we did creative time. And Wednesdays, they tended to really like to be creative in the afternoons. So we actually had a deal where if they would be creative, mom would leave them alone as long as they were being, if they would pick something, I'd leave them alone. I wouldn't even make them do chores that day. Like just get in the zone. If they could get in the zone, they got to be left alone. And I remember one day calling out to one of my kids because they'd left their shoes in front of the door. And I was like, Araya, because that's her name. You need to get down here and pick up your shoes. And she goes, Mom, in the zone. Sorry, later. And we had a deal. If you're in the zone, you don't get interrupted, you get to keep working. And she brought down after that zone the most beautiful creation that I had that she like had taken paper and folded it up and made herself a dollhouse out of paper and glue. Created a dollhouse, even created the dolls in paper. And she's like this origami genius. Now she's 22 years old, a mechanic, a flower decorator. Like this girl does everything because she got her creative time. So this, I find creative time is so important. Now my children, I have noticed my children have more anxiety and depression when they don't have an artistic expression that they're working on. They need to have a daily expression to work on or weekly, but where they're figuring it out, they're creating it. I found that it really helped with their anxiety and depression as long as they had something to put this into. So if you have a child who's struggling, has never really worked on a creative outlet before, make sure you're finding something for them. Every child has something in here. They don't have to be crafty. They can be doing Lego time too. My boys would do that, but my boys have all discovered different ways as well. Yes, my girls loved this, but my boys have also found things that they have enjoyed. So don't count this off as a girl thing. Make sure they're being creative. If you have your own art, great. But remember, Wednesday afternoon, art time. That's when you need it. Let's go to Thursday.